Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jimmy Coder. If you guys are new here, I pretty much do leetcode style questions and explain things in the simplest way possible. Today we have a pretty amazing problem, so let's read the problem statement. So it says, given a pointer to the root of a binary tree, right? We need to print the level order traversal of this tree. In level order traversal, nodes are visited level by level, right? From left to right. It says complete the function level order and print values in a single line separated by space, right? Interesting, right? So set print out the values in a single line separated by space, right? So that's very, very good, guys. So let's go ahead and with the examples. So we're giving this tree, right? This binary tree, and then the inner root traversal, right? What I'm saying is 1, right? 2, 5, 3, 6, right? And then 4, guys. So I'm saying, so it's a level by level from left to right, guys. So yeah, so that's how we were able to get this one, right? You know what I'm saying? So it says we're given this function, right? Node root, right? Which is this function right here, right? That we have here. And then yeah. Okay, so this simple input, right? Pretty easy since we already went over it there. It's about the same thing, yeah? So how can we do this, guys? So you already know, you hear the word level by level, guys. What I'm saying, layer by layer, right? Whenever those kind of things, come to mind, guys, you should be thinking of a breadth first search, guys. So that, yeah, breadth first search, guys. So we're going to be processing the nodes on a level by level, right? So pretty much how we're gonna do it, guys, is gonna be very intuitive, right? So pretty much, guys, we're gonna be using a queue since we're using breadth first search, right? We're gonna add the root to the queue, right? And then what we're gonna do next, that's how we're gonna start applying breadth first search. So we add 1 to the queue, right? And then we would take the snapshot, the size of the queue, right? So at this layer, there's only 1 node, right? So we process 1 node for that layer, right? As we're processing that one for that layer, right, we gonna add all of our children as well, right? So there's nothing on the left side, so we go to 2, right? We only add 2 to the queue, right? So 2 is the only thing in the queue. So now for the next layer, right, next level, there's only 1 node in that queue, right? So we process that 1 node, which is 2, right? And then 2 does the same thing, right? There's only 1 layer, there's only 1 node for the 5, we get there. So 2 add 5 to the queue, right? And then 5, there's only 1 node in that layer, right? So we process that node, right? And then now once we get to this layer, guys, right? 5 add both 3 and 6, right? So the children get added to the queue as we're processing the nodes layer by layer, right? So obviously we're gonna print them, right? We need to print them because they said, they want us to print the values, right? So we would print them, right? And yeah, so by the time we get here, right, there's 2, right? So the size of this layer, right, is 2, right? So we process 2 nodes, right? So we're gonna take a snapshot every time of the size of the queue, right? Before we start, taking stuff out and putting stuff in. Before we start in the process, we take a snapshot of that, right? And then yeah, and then we keep processing things, right, layer by layer, guys. So as we visit the nodes, we print them, and then we add our children to the queue, right? So pretty simple, guys. So let's go ahead with the implementation. It's gonna make a lot more sense once we actually get it to the code, guys. So pretty much we're gonna have a queue, right, of what? Of nodes, right? Call it queue, right? And then you linked list, right? I'm saying. So now what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna add the root, right, to the queue, right? And then we got a while, you know what I'm saying. Well, we have this, right? All the queue is not empty, right? Yeah. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna get a snapshot of the queue, guys. What I'm saying, which is very, very important, guys. We get a size of the queue at the present time, right? So initially we add the root, right? Add the root. So initially the size is only going to be 1, right? So now we're going to control our for loop, right? So we're going to process at most 1, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's how we control how many nodes that we process, because we're going to be taking stuff out and adding stuff to the queue. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we do that, right? So node cur, right, which to represent the current node that I'm on. So we do q.pull, right? And then once we get that q out, right, it tells us we need to print. So it says and print the values in a single line separated by space, right? All right, so pretty much, let me try to print it out. I'm saying easily just add it into a output array and then loop through the output array if you wanted to. That's easier. I'm saying. So it says we add the value, right? So cur, so the data, that data, right? And then it said separated by a space, single line, separated by a space, right? Okay. Okay, so we got that out. So what's next, guys? So the next thing there about new cur, get that out, and then we print the data, right? And now we're gonna check our children, right? So we check our right side first, right? Cur that left, right? That's not equal to null. Then we can know we could add that node cur that left, right? We could add that to the actual queue, I'm saying. And then we do if cur that right, right? Is that equal null? Then we add that to the thing as well, I'm saying. So we add that. It keeps doing that, right? So yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Now let's see if we things are going right. Looks good so far. Let's press submit, guys. Looks like we passed everything, guys. So yeah, so pretty much, guys, we do a breadth first search. We process the nodes level by level. We obtain the size of the level, what I'm saying, at every level that we're on, right? We get the size because we were taking stuff out, right? Q.pull, and then we're also adding stuff to the queue, right? So we need to know how many nodes were present before we started processing that particular level, guys. So very, very important, guys. So that's the key takeaway, right? So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Really appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing a lot of other videos just like this one. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next.